So everyone loves a cattle drive. And I can tell you out all the things that I've been involved in as far as the board, I think the one that I always have the most trepidation on is borrowing 20 head of cattle from somebody and figuring out they could end up in 20 different parts of town. And then it's going to be how long, because we got a rodeo to put on, right? We've got usually, like, that's Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, we've got other engagements we're supposed to go to afterwards. And you come down through town, and if it works great. But I've seen them started at 5 o'clock, and we are 9 before we get them all gathered up. We've had cows on Meadow Lakes Golf Course with the sheriff's or the city police mounted police chasing them around the golf course and across the greens, and there's nothing makes a greenkeeper feel worse than the only thing probably worse than a cow running across his green is the guy behind him that's chasing him on a big old horse running across his greens. We've had some that we've had to rope and drag into trailers in weird parts of town. I've got a picture of me with one I roped down in Ochiko Creek Park and drug back to the Tasty Treat, and we loaded him there. Should have just made hamburger out of him and served patties. But it's the one thing that I think everybody enjoys, but it is scary as heck to think of coming down through town with I mean, we're to the point now to where when you go by what's going to be tonight Cadillacs.
Yeah.
When you go down through there and they've got their bingo deal set, the cow pie bingo card laid out in the middle of the street, and the people are 20 feet deep on each side, and you're sitting here going, okay, kids, be good.
Yeah.
And
hope
one of them doesn't jump on somebody. And you go, oh my gosh, how did we do it? And we're on a roll right now. The first 3 times, the only 3 times that we have started and finished with the same amount of cattle has been 23, 4, and 5. Right? And I'm not going to say it's because we became better cowboys. I think we just found better cattle.
Another story was when I was Grand Marshal. In 14, we started from the field out here on the highway at Les Schwab. There's a big parking lot, gravel parking lot out there, and the cows come from Trent Smith up there at Paulina. They were Angus crossbred herefords and replacement heifers. So they drive them around, they give them a little calm down shot, and they drive them around the fairgrounds. So then they haul them down to that lot out there on the Madras Highway. So we started from there, so we got through town, and we were coming through 3rd Street, and we turned on to Main right there at Bank Drug and Jimmy Lane's menswear and stuff. The cop walked up to me and said, I was leading them, the cop walked up and said, hey, you're gonna have to go down and around and come back on Main Street because we have a officer here with a person with a DUI about to start. And he had the car started right in the middle of the street. And then I looked at him and I looked behind us and them cows are right there, and I said, well, you just sit there 5 minutes and 2 minutes and we'll be gone. You won't even know we're here. And we walked right by them. They stood there and watched us, and that's something on when you're a Grand Marshal. That's going to stay with you for a long time. You're in the cow driving, and cops got a DUI driver right in the middle of the street.